for Around the Ozarks in 5. Brought to you by the Butterfly Palace and Rainforest Adventure, Adventure Cave Tours, and Talking Rocks Cavern. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning to you. It is Thursday, although it feels like Friday. It feels like it should be Friday. Is that just me?
No, I agree.
It's weird how some weeks
with
just
ya.
feel like that.
But it's not.
Feels like, no, it's not. We got another
Thanks for
day,
starting
so.
off, Debbie Downer.
So it is Thursday, and here is the news.
All right. A 49-year-old man from Battlefield is among 3 people sentenced to federal prison time for distributing fentanyl, over 80 pounds of it in the Springfield area. James D. Collins will spend 30 years behind bars without parole. Authorities say that he distributed nearly 40 kilos of fentanyl and transported at least 300 grams from either St. Louis or Chicago to Springfield twice a week. Court documents say that he also bragged to a cellmate in Greene County at the jail that the drugs that he was pushing caused multiple overdose deaths.
Wow, that is unbelievable. And I'd be interested to know how many people, just at what we know that he transported, could have killed. Like had the potential to kill. That is serious stuff. I'm glad he's getting the big sentence.
I am too. It's 30 years, but as you know, the truth in
life.
sentencing, as the local sheriffs call it. So we'll see what he actually spends behind bars. But I don't know. Maybe, I mean, it is federal prison. So
Yeah,
maybe.
we got to take that seriously because it's killing people left and right.
All right. If you've been a patient at Cox Health recently, listen up. Beware that some patients had their personal information compromised. Patients have been getting letters saying that there was quite a data breach, including names, addresses, birthdays, and social security numbers stolen by hackers. About 200,000 patients were potentially hacked. Experts suggest that you watch your credit very closely. Make sure you're aware of any suspicious activity with your bank account.
It's been a while since we've had a data breach that at least we know about, because it seems like they go in waves. Like maybe this is the start of a new wave where we find out about a bunch of other ones. But I feel like it's been a while since we're all so used to it these days anyway. But it's been a while since we've had
the two-factor authentication is supposed to be helpful for that.
Yeah, I should probably turn that on.
Yeah, you and me both, honestly. Seriously, though, I mean,
no,
especially it feels like we're even in a more digital world now with like AI and everything. So,
well, we are. As our hot, dry weather continues, some cities in the Midwest are cutting back on water usage. Right now, it's voluntary for most, except in Guthrie, Oklahoma. The community pool there is closed because they don't want to fill it up with water. Can't blame them. In Missouri, more than 90, this is shocking, but true. More than 90% of counties in the state are experiencing moderate, severe, or extreme drought. Governor Parson issued an executive order a few weeks ago proclaiming drought throughout the land of Missouri. And some cities in Missouri already asking residents to cut back on watering lawns. And who knows whether that'll be happening in our neck of the woods anytime soon. But I can tell you that looking at the forecast, it's going to be hot and dry for a while. The best chance of rain for us is Sunday, and it's just a 40% chance. So the chances are not very good. You can do the dumb and dumber. So you're saying there's a chance thing here, but the chances are not very good for rain for quite a while. And we're getting into summer now. So,
yeah. What's interesting is when I was in Kenya fairly recently in Nairobi, the first lady called a countrywide fast for rain, and it was successful. Can you imagine?
Prayer. And fasting?
Fasting and prayer for rain in a country that is pretty much split down the middle, 50% Christian, 50% Muslim. And they all took part, and it rained.
Yeah, they've got that neck of the woods has famine going on. I don't know if it's officially a famine, but if not, it's pretty close, and it's becoming more dire by the day. Convoy of Hope is working over there trying to help with the food and water, which is tough.
Yeah, it was interesting to interview her. Actually unrelated to that, with World Serve digging wells, but
Yeah.
then to talk about the drought. And I don't know, it was incredible, honestly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right, back in our neck of the woods, the Nixa School Board voted to remove 4 books from their public school libraries because the board deemed the books to be inappropriate for students. 7 books were looked at by the board. Again, 4 of them were deemed inappropriate. They were The Handmaid's Tale, the book called Something Happened in Our Town, a book called Unpregnant, and another one called Blankets. This issue, of course, been debated all across the state following a new law that makes it illegal for schools to provide sexually explicit material for students. So we're assuming those books had that in there. So far, there have been 300 books removed from school libraries across the state of Missouri. Also in Nixa, if you need to pay your utility bill electronically, you'll have to wait until Monday. Nixa Utilities is doing an upgrade to their payment system, so no late fees will be charged between now and Monday. So that's good news. Seems fair. The system will be back and running on Monday, or at least that's the plan.
That is the plan. All right. The Springfield City Council is expected to vote on Monday on whether it will rezone land that sits on top of the Springfield Underground. The Underground, as you know, is a vast space under the surface that companies use as warehouses, right there along Highway 65, just south of Division. But the surface land on top of the Springfield Underground, if you didn't know that it was under there, it's just fields, grass fields. So if the council votes to rezone the land, it would allow for warehouses, manufacturers, office buildings, banks, hotels, stores, retailers, if you will, and even potentially marijuana cultivation to exist on top of the underground. The owner of the Springfield Underground thinks it will draw more commercial businesses to town. So
that'll be interesting because it is a giant acreage of unused land. That's where they used to have, for people who have been around for a little while, these James River Church's I Love America July 4th celebration with fireworks. It used to be on top of the Springfield Underground out there. So that is a lot of land right along a highway.
yeah. But at one point I thought there was a project coming there because I could have sworn, but maybe it was farther south than that. But do you remember the big sign that said like planned development?
Oh, that's way south. That's down by the 60 and 65
Interchange.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
I feel like that's been there forever, but
It
nothing's really
has. I
happened.
think the sign has changed recently. It's a little bit different. But anyway, yeah, that's been there for a long time, and so far nothing's happened.
Here's a cool story. A big day at Silver Dollar City. Nearly 500 kids and their families got to enjoy the theme park as part of the Give the Kids the World National Bus Tour. That organization is a nonprofit that helps give kids who have a critical illness an all-inclusive vacation free of charge to them. Silver Dollar City was just one of multiple theme parks taking part, making some amazing memories for those kids and their families.
Oh, that's neat.
Yep. All right. This weekend on Saturday, a fun carnival event is happening at the Shrine Mosque. It's to benefit On Angels' Wings, which is just a really tremendous organization that provides free professional photography and grief recovery to families with medically fragile children or to those who lose a child at birth, like go into the hospital and do free photography. You can help support them by heading out to the Shrine Mosque and enjoying a host of local vendors, also a live DJ, some karaoke, princesses, superheroes to take pictures with, bounce houses. It's $5 to get in the door this Saturday from 3 to 5 at the Shrine Mosque. That's
very cool. What an incredible service that is for parents going through just really, really tough times. I've seen a story. I don't know if we did one at KY3, but I think maybe I was judging the Emmys or something one year.
Paula Morehouse did a story, and it was amazing.
Yes, it was Paula. Yeah.
It was Paula because it was a heck of a story.
I remember
if you've been
that.
around the Ozarks for a while, you'll remember Paula. And she, honestly, she typically covered hard news, but she was a very good feature story reporter. And I watched it as it aired on the 10 o'clock news and sobbed like a baby because it was super well done. So
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah, that's right. That's right. It was very, very well done, and what a great service for those photographers. Okay, thousands of people will be volunteering all over the Ozarks today. It's the annual United Way Day of Caring. Yeah, it's cool. Multiple nonprofits will benefit from thousands of man hours today, free of charge. I know I looked at the schedule of Convoy of Hope, and there's a group going to be out at our World Distribution Center, probably packing up groceries or whatever it is we'll be handing out over the next couple of weeks. The United Way says if you added it all up, volunteers will give away work worth about $110,000. So, many hands make light work. So it's a lot of people doing a lot of good. And it's a lot of great employers around the Ozarks who tell their employees that you can take the day or take half the day to go volunteer. So a lot of good gets done on this day.
Yep. Very fun. All right. Finally, another story out of Nixa. We've hit Nixa today a lot. On Saturday, this is fun. Nixa is putting on Sky High, which is exciting. A big fireworks celebration at the Nixa High School. The gates open at 6. The fireworks show starts at 9:30. It is free to get in, but parking is $5. There's food, inflatables, music games, the whole nine, as well as fireworks.
All right. Who doesn't love some good fireworks?
Yeah, I know. Speaking of the I Love America event, so it's fun to see, fireworks in other towns popping up because it's been a minute since I Love America. So anyway, that should be fun in Nixa. And I spoke there this week at at a Chamber of Commerce event in Nixa, and so now I have all these Nixa stories. That's what happens, I guess.
Oh yeah, isn't it Nixie? I think it's Nixie, isn't it?
You like to call it Nixie. I'm aware. I know. Listen, if you live in Nixa, I'm sorry. It's what he does. So
it's just fun. Well, hey, I'd like to say that have a great weekend. Tomorrow is Saturday. Enjoy it, but it's still Thursday, so we got Friday tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks for throwing everybody off.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you for joining us.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.